8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Good morning, John.
Hello.
How the
Good
devil are
afternoon,
you,
Mikey.
old boy?
I'm just peachy, just swell.
Excellent. I just wondered why you were so quiet. I realised I had the volume turned down on my computer.
Oh, that would do it. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
thought it was unusual for you to be quiet.
it's all about me.
Yeah.
And how, in return, are you, Mikey?
I am well. Thank you. I've had my breakfast, I've had a shower, I've had my meds, and now I'm having a big ass cup of coffee.
Very good. What does it say on it? Sports Direct.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There were cups that they used to give away free with the orders.
Mine's 77's got Swift to Destroy. And of course, it's got me on the back. Bob. As in, no one called me John. It was always Bob Marley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tastes
I
like
used to get
regret.
called Billy because my last name was Connolly.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Now, we've got a lot of chat to get through.
All right.
Thanks to Julian and
Crack
Duke.
on.
And Julian decided to spell everything out phonetically, pretty much. But yeah. First one. Julian says, wonders in all early for once and clicks like. Thank you, Julian. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. Kissy, kissy, ha ha. I started already, by the way. Hi, Mikey. Wouldn't have you any other way, Duke. He says, hi, Julian. I too have click like. Right, thank you very much. Julian says, morning, Boots. Oops, I mean Wellington. Dukov. Duke says, hee hee hee, I've been called worse. Ha ha ha. Julian says, so have I. If people ask what to call me, I say I answer to most things. Some are even polite. Duke says, people who know me are never polite. Ha ha ha. They know that they can't offend me. I try and offend myself, and I can't, and I'm very offensive. Ha ha ha. You're not offensive. You're lovely. Duke says, have you been up to anything since Tuesday? Julian says, someone once thought they had offended me. I replied that I'm very hard to offend, but if you had, you wouldn't have to ask. And he says, so since Tuesday, I was here yesterday. Oh yeah? We weren't.
No.
Were you re-watching an episode or something? Duke says, no modelling then. Julian says, also, I rang the hospital who told me to ring my GP. I rang my GP who said they didn't know and would write to the hospital, to the same department that said to ring them. The word fast springs to mind. Yes. Also, springs typing is for other people. Duke says, ha ha ha. The same happens here in Australia. Ha ha ha. For fuck's sake, typing, see what I mean. And Duke says, ha ha ha. Duke says, as for modelling, none. The last I did was 1986 or so. Jesus. That's before I was born. Planning to clear a space to restart again this year. Excellent. Well, hopefully you'll model along with us. Tiffany says, morning, folks. Julian says, morning, Tiff. Duke says, excellent. Good day, Tiff. We have both clicked the like button. Duke says, we are good little boys, aren't we, Julian? Julian says, YouTube, by the way, is an idiot. In a live stream, it never updates the like count until you refresh the screen. So for me, for example, it only shows my like, not Duke's. Yes. Julian says, yes, we are Duke. Although what we're good at hasn't been established. Causing mayhem in the chat, I think. Duke says, I noticed that a few weeks ago. Mikey or Tiff said that happens. Yeah. June says, I see it on every live stream. The count I see is almost never what others see. Yeah. Duke says, a damn good thrashing was what my dad used to say. Only joking, it was my mum. Haha. June says, YouTube needs one, that's for sure. And Duke says, ha ha ha. And Duke says, I wonder if Mikey's going to have to read out all our chat, Julian.
He knew the answer to that.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the next bit. It says, basically, Julian spelled out, yes, I think so. Ha. Yes, I think so, Duke. Ha. There we go. Julian says, just as well I'm pre-ducked in my wheelchair. Saves effort. Laugh out loud. And Duke says, I am far, far away. He, he. Almost another galaxy. Duke says, hi, John. Julian says, morning, Mikey and John. Good morning, Julian. Julian says, good morning, Modmin. Of course. And he says, good morning to our two gracious hosts. Thank you, sir. Jim says, love the t-shirt, Mr. Marley.
Thank you.
Duke says, good day, Jim. Yes, don't at all look like you've been tangoed. Jim says, hello, Duke. You don't get that reference, do you? There used to be an advert in the UK for Tango. And the Tango, if you drank a can of Tango, the person in the advert used to turn orange.
Like Tango is a drink?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like Tang?
Yeah. It's like a fizzy drink.
Fizzy drink. Okay. Right. There you go.
So what used to happen is when they drink the can of Tango, they go, "Woohoo, that's nice," and turn orange. And then they'd say they've been tangoed.
There you go. Totally lost me. Thanks for that.
James said, "Good morning to you, Julian." Julian says, "Morning, Jim." Jim says, "Today is 19th September, Black Tuesday, concerning 2 para at Arnhem during Market Garden." Indeed. Kieran says, morning, everyone. Good morning, Kieran. And Julie says, before I was born, and there was I thinking I wasn't old. Mate, I've already got grey hair. Green hair? I've never had green hair. Green background, maybe, but... Julie says, gracious host, wrong live stream, Jim. Tiffany says, morning, Jim and Kieran. And Duke says, good day, Kieran. Whew. Record time, 8 minutes. How good are we? Oh,
well,
Julie says, morning, Kieran. Yeah. Well, you gave me a chance to let's have a look to get through the comments. Yeah. So, what are you working on today, John? Hey.
Right.
Okay, what are you working on today?
God. So this continues. This is the
Ooh, that looks sexy.
Tornado.
That tail looks sexy.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Love it.
And I'll put a couple of decals on there, and you can see there's a couple on the nose as well. But then I thought, well, that's wrong. As in, I've got the crest on there, right? And above it is a hole for an angle of attack vane.
Yeah.
Trouble is, I've got a brass one. Yeah. So it's not going to fit. Where is it? It's worth the wait, honest. Or is it? You decide. Oh, there we are. Oh, there we are. Okay. So I have a brass pedo probe. I'll change the camera, please. Right. So I haven't stuck it on yet. I've just painted the grey bit. So, when that goes on, it matches the radome. And that's fine. I don't want to put it on yet because I'll just knock it off. But the angle of attack vanes, there's 2 in there.
Yeah.
So...
What? Where?
There's one. I'm pointing to it there.
Oh dear God!
Oh no!
Hold it up, John.
Hang on. Let's go blue.
Let's see if we can actually spot it. Yeah, that's not helping.
I'll try to hold it still.
I think you're just playing with a plastic bag to wind us up.
Okay, under the middle of the M. There's one there.
There's nothing.
There is.
I can see a black dot under the U.
Yeah. So.
Is that it? The black dot?
No, that's just on the bag. Yeah, literally under the center of the M is one of the pitot probes.
Oh yeah, no.
So angle of attack lane, and the other one is in the corner of the bag.
Yeah.
So they are tiny. So those holes are way too big. I need to fill them in, but that's a mistake because it's too close to the decal, and I just shouldn't have done it yesterday. So anyway, I did that. Sent an image of that to Andy, the friend I'm building it for, and he asked me to do it as he said, boots up, as in undercarriage retracted. So I just thought, oh dear. So now I've had to rethink, and I've had to go back and glue these closed. And so that's what I'm working on, is the two Ford landing gear.
That might have been something to ask him before you started building it.
I know, yeah. So for quite a while,
you did the wings out because you assumed it was going to be on the ground.
Exactly right. Yeah. So anyway, he wanted, and then I've been asking him for months, like, can you verify what armament you want? So he did. He got back to me today. That took a while. And the other thing I've been doing on the side, it's just sort of dumb. This is a Eduard 48 scale Eindecker E3.
Yes.
So I've just started it. There's not much to see, however. Well, it should be, because it's all, the fuselage is all together. And got it's all in there. But it's not, the fit of this is not as nice as, say, the Camel or a couple of other things. So it does all go together, but then I've got to respray all the aluminium anyway. And this will be...
That aluminium does look rather lovely.
It is, so it's, it is nice. Like even the cowling is, rather nice. It looks like aluminium. So I'm quite happy with that. They're the these ones, the AK Extreme Metals. So they've got a base layer of black, gloss black, and then that's dark aluminium, and I've got polished, or all the different ones. I think I've got 5 of them. So you can't tell, but there's two shades of aluminium down the bottom there. One underneath his feet, just behind the rudder pedals. You could probably see it there.
Yeah,
it's a slightly different shade to the aluminium there. So anyway, it doesn't fit. There's huge gaps down the spine there and underneath, and it's all out of kilter. So I don't think I'm going to be doing this one. Depends how far I get on the thing that's not finished, the Tornado.
Yes.
And that's me.
So back to the original question. What are you working on today?
This one, the Tornado.
There we go.
So I'll do patching up the undercarriage and then moving on to... I've just got to fix some things up. I've got a little bit of overspray of white just at the base of the tail there. I want to fix that before I carry on any more decals.
Yeah.
Or decals, or however you want to say it in your part of the world. Stickers.
Excellent.
What about you? What are you going to be playing with?
Meaning me, I've been working on my dragon.
Oh.
My angry seahorse, as I call him.
Angry seahorse.
Except for now, he has legs.
Oh. Can we zoom in on your quadrant, please?
Yes. I was trying to get it to focus. There you go. I'll do it with my left hand because I've got my right hand busy. Right, there you go.
Nice.
That bit's there where his wing connects. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is painting the underneath of his wings, because I've done the top side. It goes like that.
Cool.
I've done the top side last night. And then he stands on a rock. Oops, put that upside down. he stands on that.
Nice.
Yeah. I've got to paint that as well. But I probably won't get to do that today. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on.
I'm going
Can we continue with the chat, modders?
to press on with this.
Can't find where we're up to. Kieran says, morning, Tiff, Duke, and Julian. Duke says, Julian and I are going to have to start chatting much earlier next time, Mikey. Yes. Bear in mind, I can see what you're writing because I'm usually here watching the chat going through from about past. Julian says, you cheated, Mikey. Read my letters as one. You read my letters as one block. You'd still be reading otherwise. Yeah, probably. Julian says, Duke, we need something Mikey can't summarize. Duke says, I'm sure that we can think of something dastardly. Ha ha ha.
I expect nothing less.
Jim says, hello and good morning, Kieran. Tiff says, looking awesome, Mikey. Thank you, Tiff. Duke says, looking good, Mikey. Why, thank you, Duke. Julian says, India Alpha Papa Oscar Sierra Tango Romeo Oscar Papa Hotel Echo Mike Sierra Uniform Romeo Echo Whiskey Echo Charlie Alpha November Delta Uniform Kilo Echo, which is I post what?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that makes sense.
I need to write it out.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Unless he's just typing random phonetic.
Maybe. Maybe that's the whole point of it. You can't.
Yeah, I think he's just typing random phonetics. Oh, apostrophe, Mikey.
Apostrophe.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Except it's got apostrophe doesn't have an M in it, which is apostrophe. Oh, I apostrophe MSU. I apostrophe. I'm sure.
Oh,
we can.
We can, Duke.
Yeah, there you go. Now that makes sense.
I'm sure we can, Duke. I apostrophe.
For some reason, it just didn't occur to me to think that somebody'd actually spell out.
I think he's won.
Apostrophe. Yeah, well done. Jim says, coming along swimmingly, Mr. Connolly. Thank you very much, Jim. Kieran says, morning, Duke. Hope you are well. Duke says, ha ha ha, Julian. Julian says, both look great models, Mikey and John. Oh, thank you.
Cheers.
Duke says, yours looks good too, John. Julian says, apostrophe Mikey. Yes, there we go. Nice big cup of coffee. Right.
Okay.
And a wing.
Cripes.
And I shall zoom in because we look a long way away there.
Okay. There we go. That's not so bad.
There you go. Julian's just put. Oops, I think I broke Mikey. Innocent look. Didn't break me, it just confused me. It doesn't take much.
Well, we had two people in two different countries trying to work it out at the same time, and it did take a while. But yeah, well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah, two military people versus a civilian. And the military people got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But still, we didn't spell apostrophes either. It's not something that was
Intended not to
needed
transmit
on
them.
the radio. Jim says, Apostrophe is a great album by Frank Zappa.
It is.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, yeah. Peaches and Regalia. And
For some reason, my
Don't Eat the
keyboard's
Yellow
just
Snow.
started going really loads of different colours.
It's what, Tango?
No, it's flashing all different colours. Like a rainbow.
Oh, maybe you're having a stroke.
No, it's Kay got me a new keyboard the other day from Lidl for £7.50, and it's one where all the keys light up and things, different
Right.
colours, and you can set it to different settings and things.
Okay.
I must have knocked the keyboard.
Now,
Show you.
boom, boom, boom.
If I turn-
Now I'm going to.
I turn the light off, and then zoom out. Reset. There you go. See. That way.
Oh wow. Okay.
Those all different colours.
Yeah. Right.
Just little bits underneath. But I need to switch it off, otherwise it will take power away.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's going to get messy.
Why is that flipped upside down? There you go. And back to front. There we go. Because I reset it, you idiots. You're bloody fool.
Right. So.
Ooh. Do you follow Columbus Models?
Yeah. You're talking about YouTube, or
Yeah, Micro Machines podcast.
I haven't listened to the podcast, but I do follow his channel. Yeah, I haven't
Okay.
listened. I really should listen to the podcast. I mean,
I take
So
it you're
what
not
else I
on
should
his
support
Discord then,
I guess not.
because they are starting a group build, and the theme is World War One.
Oh, right.
So that should be fun.
Yeah, I wish I'd known earlier that he preferred Gear Up.
Yeah. Well, you got plenty of World War One planes and stuff, haven't you?
A couple.
In fact,
Yeah.
you're working on a World War One plane already.
I am.
June says 2 different hemispheres, even John. Yes. 2 different hemispheres of the brain, I think. June says, just don't eat the yellow snow, Jim. Joke for oldies, Mikey. Yes.
Watch where the polar bears go, but don't you eat the yellow snow.
Yeah. Jim says, question, John, what will your armor model project be?
Model project.
You're
What
building some
model?
armor, John?
Am I?
I don't know. That's what Jim's just asked. He said, what will your armor model project be?
I'm not sure, Jim. I haven't got one on the cards. On the books.
Well, we
as it
have,
were.
but we haven't decided yet, and that's for in like 6 months' time.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's choice. Yeah.
Jim says the crux of the biscuit is the apostrophe. Okay.
There we go.
Jim says random collection of words or a quote, Jim. Gary Evans says morning one and all.
Oh, hello, Gary.
Good morning, Gary. I was watching your Tiger Moth video before. I thought you were going to try and do that in 3 minutes. You trying to get out of the challenge? June says, Ruffle, John reference polar bears.
Maybe he mentions penguins. It's either penguins or polar bears. I don't know. But yeah, they've never met.
Duke says, good day, Gary. Kissy, kissy.
I'll be back in a sec. I need to go and wash my hands.
Okay. Jim says, Julian, that is a line from the song Stinkfoot, last song on the Apostrophe album. Okay. Gary says, kissy, kissy. Jim says, Gary, good morning, Mr. Evans. And Gary says, nope, got another video shooting today in 3 minutes. Ooh, look forward to that. It'll be fun. Graham Coxon's in. He says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Graham. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're well. And Modmin says, morning, Gary. And morning, Graham. We have a new person in, John.
Oh, who we got?
Graham.
Graham.
Yeah, Graham.
Oh, very welcome, Graham.
Yes. Julian says, morning, Gary. I saw the Tiger Moth video, commented, agreed regarding the pilots, overused and naff, in my honest opinion. And then Julian says, morning, Graham. Duke says, good day, Graham. Duke says, good morning, Graham. And he says, Graham has been a few times. I think he has, but I don't think I've seen him much in the chat. I'm not sure. Perhaps you could clarify for us, Graham. I do apologise. My memory ain't what it used to be when it comes to names. I mean, sometimes I think John's new to the group. I see John almost every day online. Graham says, hi, Julian, Tiffany, Duke, Jim. And Jim says, thank you, Modmin. Tiffany is very efficient. Wouldn't be a show without you, Modmin. Stop crawling.
Right.
She's not going to let you on the channel any quicker just because you're crawling.
Well, she might.
On the show with you.
Make up her own mind.
Well, yes. But then she doesn't get a pack of hobnobs at Telford. Okay. There we go. Graham says, yes, I've been on before, but only recently. There we go. That explains it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Graham.
All right.
And I do hope you enjoy the show. June says, Mikey, memory is just something that happens to other people. Yes. When it comes to history, I'm all right. When it comes to name, I'm rubbish. Not sure why.
That'll do. You know what? It's too early to. I also need to paint the the inlet ducts. I haven't done that either. I really shouldn't have started the decals. I just wanted to see how they went, and of course they just kept going on.
Yeah. For some reason, you seem very quiet.
Oh, me? Or maybe it's me. Let me turn. Has that changed? I've turned up my volume, but I don't know if it's the output or just input. Just pop both.
Yeah, I've turned your microphone
Still
up to
quiet?
maximum. Yeah.
Let me check settings. Make sure I've got the right thing. I do.
There you go. That's better.
Oh, I didn't do a thing.
No, I just switched on the echo cancellation.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, you had it switched off. Jim says, pre-ordered the TACOM 135th scale SDKF said 250 Grief, aka Rommel's command car. Looking forward to building that. Excellent. Look
Right.
forward to seeing the result.
Yeah, there's a number of people in my club that are going to build that as well. I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be a popular kit.
Have you noticed that models seem to come in waves? In that you won't see a kit being built for years, and then all of a sudden everyone's building it.
Everyone's producing the same kit at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Everyone suddenly takes an interest in the same kit at the same time.
What to do? I think, I've got to let that dry. So there's not much I could do with that. So I'll put that aside. And what I need to do is start working on the ordnance, because he did decide what he was going to be, what he wanted included. So I'll start putting them together.
There we go.
Those ones.
Duke says, to remember people's names, you should associate something with their name to help you remember. Yes. What can I associate Duke with, John? Mayhem, maybe?
Sleep.
Yeah. Oh, that would creep me out, right? If I had to go for a sleep study thing and I woke up with Duke stood over me.
Or even funnier, if you don't do a sleep study thing and you wake up and Duke's standing over you.
Oh, yeah. I've been wondering how he got into the country first.
How'd you get into the country?
How did you get in?
Yeah. And he says things like, does this smell like formaldehyde to you?
Yeah. Does this smell like chloroform? Duke says, I forget what I have associated with them. Yeah, that's the problem. Julian says, Mikey, maybe that's because history is interesting and people are. I'll just get my coat now, shall I? Nah, people are fine. Well, people on here are fine anyway. A fine bunch of people. I love it. I do. I love it. All right. Jim says, indeed, Mikey. As an example, we have a plethora of kits of the SDKF said 234 Puma from different model makers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like saying you can have the same kit that's been out for a few months or years, and then all of a sudden everyone will start buying it at once and start building it at the same time. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's like there's some sort of subliminal advertising on Facebook. Isn't it?
Well, there'd be a lot of people building the KD ambulance from FX or Gecko in Australia if it was available here, but the importer's doing a terrible job at it.
Yeah. I've got a Gecko one.
Do you?
I do.
You know what? I don't think. Maybe
I got the
I
Gecko special edition one with Princess Elizabeth.
Oh yes, very good. I won't do ordnance. I'll do the Eindecker.
Eindecker was a boozy beggar.
Hobbs was fond of his dram.
Yes. Jim, indeed, Mikey, as an example. We've read that one. Thank you. Duke says, I do get a few screams when I stand over people. Ha 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 ha.
I have no doubt.
Does this smell like lube? Does this hand smell of you here?
Okay.
Secrets is in. He says.
Nice.
He says. No, that's you, Momin. He says, hello and good morning, lads. Hello, Secrets. Welcome back. Tiffany says, sorry, went to top my drink up whilst you were talking. Ah. But at least we're drinking, innit? Well, I suppose it's nighttime somewhere. Julie says, I think we get the same kits for the same reason. We get a glut of similar movies, something that makes money so everyone floods the market with copies. Yes. I agree. Most likely. Or there's a particularly good diorama at a show or something like that ends up pictures on Facebook, so everyone tries to copy it and things. Duke says, good day, Secrets. Julian says, morning, Secrets. You know, the only problem with doing these wings is you got nowhere other than the way you've painted to hold it.
Yeah, right.
Jim says, good morning, Para. Tiff says, only orange cordial, Mikey. Ah. It's good. We don't want to drunk mod, man. Could cause chaos. Secret says, top of the morning, Duke and Julian. You're such a friendly group. Steve's in says, hi guys, sorry I'm late. Had a bad night, so tired. Oh, bless you.
Glad you could make it.
I didn't want to get up this morning because because it's getting colder now. The wife's put the fleecy duvet set on, and it's so warm and soft. It helps to take away all the pain in my legs and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't want to get out of bed. It's going to hurt.
Fair enough. We don't call them duvets here. We call them doonas.
Doonas?
Doona.
Okay. Two people separated by common language.
Apart from being a brand name originally, I'm trying to work out why. Let me just...
Well, it's the same as gasoline, isn't it? That was a brand name in America. That's why they call it gas.
There we go. Okay, so Australian, a quilt stuffed with down or synthetic material containing pockets of air is used in bed covers in place with a top sheet of blankets. Also called duvet or Brit continental quilt. Why do we say doona? Said to stem from the Danish word dyna, which means down feathers. So we took the term in the 80s like Australian slang for quilts, and it's stuck around ever since. Most Australians now use the term doona meaning a quilt. There is no difference between a quilt and a quilt and a doona. There's a difference between a kilt and a doona. You can wear a doona as a kilt, but they're a bit warm.
Can you imagine a big kilt made out of this duvet? A big, thick, fluffy kilt.
Duvet dude.
TV program, like with inflatable skirts. Secret says, top of the morning, Jim. I could just Sonic in it now.
Oh, Sonic.
Sonic in an inflatable skirt. Duke says, good day, Steve. Oh, behave yourself, Mikey. Jim says, hey there, Steve. Tiff says, hey, Secrets and Steve. Junior says, Mikey, maybe paint the wings while they're still on the sprue. It's a bit late for that, dude.
Yeah.
Good idea, but it's a bit late. And the sprue is really would get in the way with these ones. Because there's not a lot of spare space on between the sprue and the parts.
There you go.
Jim says, Steve, when I'm struggling to wake up, I find doing 50 jumping jacks helps to get the blood flowing. Yeah. I'm glad you said that to Steve and not Julian. That'd be rather cruel. Duke says, I didn't know what a duvet was when I was young.
Yeah. Same. But they sounded rather groovy.
Yeah. Well, it's because there's a difference between a duvet and a blanket in Britain, isn't there?
So I don't know.
Yeah. A blanket is just a thin sheet of
Just a blanket.
fabric. Yeah, it's just a blanket.
Blanket's a blanket.
Yeah. Whereas a duvet is the big fluffy thing. Well, the big thing that's full of feathers or whatever, with a cover over it. Secret says morning, Tiffany. Yeah.
So what do they call it in Scotland? Is it eider down? Because the down of eider geese or something or other. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're not here for
No,
laundry.
They call it the giant kilt. They call it the giant fluffy kilt.
There we go.
But they did actually used to use their kilt, part of their kilts, as a blanket, didn't they, when they were out on the mall? Yeah. Because it's designed so that you have a long piece of material that you can wrap around your shoulders and over your head like a hood.
Mm-hmm.
The proper one, the proper Highland ones. So what they used to do is when they went hiking and stuff like that on the hills, they would use it as a blanket as well. Duke says, think of a Scottish Michelin man. Graham says, when I was young, our duvets had sleeves. Yeah. His old coat, your dad's old coats and things. I think is what he was getting at. Because they used to use trench coats, the trench coats and stuff, or the donkey jackets for bed covers for the kids because they were small and they didn't need much material. Okay. Steve says, "Sod that for a laugh, Jim." I didn't do jumping jacks even when I was younger. In fact, it's one exercise I hated doing.
Jumping jacks. So I guess we call them star jumps, unless they're different to star jumps.
Yeah, it's what the Americans call star jumps.
Oh, okay.
Again, people's separated by common language.
C8.
I've never understood why they call them jumping jacks, because star jumps make sense because you're making a star shape when you jump. Steve put a smiley face. Julie says, piss my size laughing, reference to jumping jacks, Mikey. Jim says, duvet sounds like a French police inspector from an Agatha Christie story. Inspector Duvet.
Inspector Duvet.
Julian says, regarding inflatable skirts and inflatable kilts, just don't go swimming for fuck's sake. Secret says, when I wake up, I need a few cups of coffee first before doing anything. Yes. Same here. Speaking of which, Jim says, Scottish Michelin man, a French Scotsman. Graham says, it's an old joke. It's not an overcoat. It's a duvet. There we go. To be fair, I've had a few coats where they felt like you're wearing a sleeping bag. They were that comfy. It's like when we were in the army, we used to get issued what they call softy jackets.
Okay.
Or softy suit, rather. And it was like silk polyester jacket and trousers, but they were lined with like insulating material, like feathers or whatever it was. I think it was like feathers or something. And it was so soft. It was literally like walking around in a sleeping bag. It was brilliant. And when we were in the Falklands, because they were made out of material that could be compressed really well,
Yeah.
we used to wear them under our uniforms.
Fair enough.
And it was just so warm. It was lush. I actually forgot my sleeping bag on exercise one weekend, and I got bollocked for it. I was like, "It's all right. I've got a softy suit. It's fine. I'll sleep in that. It'll feel just the same." Gary says, "My PTI called them star jumps." Yes, I think it's an American thing, jumping jacks. Pretty sure it is. June says, "My first care call of the day is BC before coffee."
Oh, don't. Oh, that reminds me of a thing. Oh, yeah. I won't bring it up here. It's political, but it's got nothing to do with the Middle East. But, it'll just make me cranky, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, don't, because we don't like a cranky John.
No.
Cranky John's a twat.
RLMO 2. Where is that? There we are.
Oh, that reminds me. Steve, did you manage to get the two halves of that bulldozer together yet? I know you're struggling with it at midnight last night.
Bulldozer. One of the
making like a Lego bulldozer thing, but it's a radio control one, and it looks so cool. We're having trouble getting, because the parts to put it together. Some of the parts have to occupy the same space, and you have to hold different parts in place and make sure there's the right way around. Put it'll all go together.
I've got an old Lego thing in the cupboard here. A friend of mine tells me it's worth about, people pay about $3,000 for it or something stupid. Well, certainly 1,300.
That's because Lego people are weird.
Yeah, maybe.
Not saying you're weird, Steve.
Yeah, you did.
No. Steve's not Lego people. He's a people that's building a Lego.
Oh, I see. Big difference.
Lego people are people that are obsessed with Lego and collect it and things like that. Buy them, not build them, John.
People in South Australia, they call it Legos.
Legos?
Like, yeah, it's like, Laygos. But, so there was a shop that started selling Lego, but they couldn't call it Lego because of copyright. So they called it Laygo, Laygo.
All right,
yeah. So Legos with apostrophe S. So now everyone from South Australia calls Lego Legos, and it's Australia is just plain wrong, And if you say, well, even the company calls it Lego, and they say, I don't care what the company says; they're not from here.
Spell Lego.
Yeah, it's 4 letters. You can't get them wrong.
Yeah. Well, apparently the Australians can. Jim says, I thought Lego people are Swedes. It's not nice. Call them a vegetable. Tiffany says, what kit is it, John? I think he's took his headphones off. Yeah, he is. I can hear him in the background. Quick, people, get your opinions out on John before he comes back. So he doesn't notice. Oh, too late.
All right, hello. So the kit, the Lego thing I've got is this one.
Okay.
It's one of the original, Space Police sort of thing. But because it's all in the original box, they're telling me that, it's worth a couple of $1,000s or something stupid.
Oh, there you go. It can go towards paying for your mansion.
And I got a World War One one.
Ooh.
This one cost
Oh, no, that's
$16 because the box was crushed. And I just think, well, it's just a box. But yeah,
Well,
there
this
you
is the thing. To collectors, the box condition makes all the difference.
yeah, but you know, it's $16. I'm not a collector. I'm just cheap.
Yeah. There you
Anyway,
go.
back to it. Eyes down for a full house.
Ooh, 10 minutes and then we'll let the public in.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Tiff. I'm singing a song.
Yeah, don't do that. She'll cry. You can't make Modmin cry. That's not fair.
Hmm.
She's been good to you.
She's wonderful.
Yes.
We're only all here because of Modmin. Nobody tunes in for me or Mikey or Gary, for
No.
instance.
They do for Gary Evans.
Yes, of course. All right.
Gary's doing a 3-minute kit review.
Is he?
Yeah, he's recording it today. Do you not listen?
No. So earlier on, no, I went off head for a moment to wash my hands. It was probably then.
Yeah, probably. Julian says, sometimes the box on its own is worth more than the contents. Yes, indeed. Especially if it's a rare one. Jim says, I tune in for both Garys.
Oh, you suck.
Fuck you to the moon.
Blatant sort of favoritism there. You know, I don't come here for for John or Mikey. I'm here for the Garys.
Yeah, I come here for the Garys.
Hang on. I come here for
that sounds like a drug deal.
The Nestle Toll House.
Sounds like a drug deal. I'm here for the Garys.
Yeah, I've got a bad case of the Garys.
Speaking of Garys stuff, right now fitting the undercarriage to my B26. Ooh. Well, if you want to come online whilst you're doing that, you're more than welcome in a minute. We will let you on.
Delicious.
Not a problem.
Oh, no, I'll bother with seatbelts.
See the belts?
Well, this doesn't. Oh, sorry, say again.
Did you ever see that Saab advert?
Again, lost on me. Saab, as in the car?
Yeah.
Right. Go on.
Well, you know they make the fighters as well.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be an advert on British telly for the Saab car, and they're just talking about they're basically in a hangar with the Saab jet behind them, and they're talking to an aircraft fitter saying, "Oh, we hear that Saab are using the same technology for seatbelts in the cars as they do in the jets." And the engineer goes, "Seatbelts? We're talking about multi-million-dollar fighter plane here."
No, not saying that. We used to have an ad in the cinemas for Saab. This is, for the car before they went bust. But it had, it's just driving down the road. But then a Viggen most of the ad is a Viggen just doing all those maneuvers and beautiful aircraft. So, close up to that. And then it roars past at the end of it, and massive letters on the screen come up: Sierra Alpha Bravo. And the person sitting behind me said, "Oh, is that what it means?" I'd have thought, not really.
Julian says the big question, Gary, is: does the 3-minute review include the introduction and the summary after the actual review? Well, that's the thing.
1,000. I need more.
Jim says we could revive the old comedy show, The Two Ronnies, The Two Garys. Julie says, "Lol, Jim." GB Model says, "Hello, everyone." Hello, GB Models. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
How the devil are you? Julian says,
And
morning GB. Sorry?
is that
What?
GB for Great Britain, or are they your initials, Mr. GB?
Ooh, good question. Jim says, the Saab Draken and Vigan are two of my favorite military jets.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome looking things.
Yeah. And he also says, good day, GB. And Duke says, good day, GB.
Hmm.
You'll find, GB, that these are very friendly people. They'll say
Yeah.
hello until your ears fall off.
Yeah, and then they start saying goodbye.
Yeah. GB Mall says, M. Okay.
Okay.
Not sure. Unless he means that's his name. Oh, there you go. GB Mall says it's Gary from Australia. There we go. Hello, Gary from Australia. We have another Gary. Yay.
Another Gary.
Yay. Duke says, hi, Mikey. Hi, Duke. Will you be watching Sharp with us again today, John?
Oh, I
it's
thought
tomorrow,
that's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow. See, this is the thing. It's Creative Friday normally, isn't it?
It
Not
is.
Creative Thursday.
So you're getting all mixed up.
I am. I'm getting old.
Okay, so let's go to the audience and ask a question, because I haven't really decided which scheme to do. Maybe I've asked this before. So this is the Fokker Eindecker E3. So the schemes are, I'm not particularly enamored with this one. It's like a green with mottled brown. It's like, it's like they didn't wipe their fingers before they worked on the jet. Not jet, you can look at me go, bit ambitious. Right, so not too stoked with that one. These are the two I can't decide between. I don't like the look of that one. So it's either one of those two. So this one here, it's not actually that color. So this color, well, this one is Ernst Udet, which would be the reason I'd want to build it, because it's, it's one of my favorite.
And you have the 1/16th figure of him.
I do, but it won't go next to a 48 scale one and look the same. So anyway, it's not really that color. I did do a conversion thing, and the all over green is actually interior green, BS 236. So it'll be a different color to that, So there's that, or the standard Eindecker, which is who dis? This is Gotthard Saxenberg. So standard linen color all over. So what do you guys reckon of those two? What would you lean towards?
Give him a number for each one.
Oh, 1 and 2.
There you go.
Well, say green. Yeah, would you say green or linen? Green or linen?
Green or linen. There we go.
Oh, and there's a choice of greens. So earlier on it had black stripes here, and later on it had a different color green over the black. Well, there's patch it, yeah, and two different. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, it's either Mr. Udet or Udat. Oh, I'm hilarious. Right. Let me know, because I haven't actually decided. I like both.
There you go. He's giving you the power, people.
Power to the. That's right. I'm not allowed to sing. Charge.
Duke says. Another Aussie! Yay! Jim says the 3 Garys. That would make an interesting show. Julian says the 3 minutes would be intro, look at box, count the sprues. Yep, it has decals too. Summary video. I did actually do a 3-minute kit review when I first started. It's still on my channel list, and it had a little bit more detail than that.
So yeah, I'll quickly say, I was given a challenge to do a review of a kit in 3 minutes. I dismally failed. I did it in 5. But for some reason, it's a very popular video on my channel. Just look
Yeah.
how many there are.
So why don't you have another go?
645 views in 11 days.
There you go.
Yep.
So why don't you have a go at doing a 3-minute one? But pick a less complicated kit.
It's going to be hard pressed to pick a less complicated kit. Oh no, yeah, I've got one. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, and don't waffle so much at the beginning.
Oh yeah, and the better looking Marley has challenged me. He said you need to edit. You know, your videos are crap. I'll teach you how to use iMovie. Oh, what broke off there? Oh, that broke off.
And I can always teach you how to use CapCut and Canva. It's not a problem. Duke says, I can't make it tomorrow, guys. I'm going to visit a friend in Snake Valley and probably won't be able to watch the stream either. Okay, mate.
Oh, okay. Snake Valley. Sounds tasty.
Jim says, I'm for the first paint scheme, John. I like the mottled look.
Oh, okay. So the box art. It's a box art. Oh, it's great. The way that the flame on that balloon there, it looks. Box art these days is so good.
Yeah, I like the ICM ones.
Oh, all of them. Big fan of the FX ones.
Yeah. But saying that, I just like everything ICM anyway.
You just want free stuff.
No, I like the ICM World War One range.
I know.
I'm not.
They do
about the rest
very
of the range.
interesting, very interesting subject matter.
I just like the World War One vehicles. Julian says, and they're the only people that do them. Julian says, I like the first one, John. Awkward git that I am, or Udet's kite.
Ah,
there we go.
So, all right. So the mottled one is looking popular.
There you go. You didn't expect that, did you?
I did not. Well, I didn't know what to expect. I threw it out to the audience, so I shouldn't be surprised.
Duke says, I think one John Green. Sounds like a meal order. One John Green.
in a black bean sauce.
Graham says, green for me. Duke says, black stripe.
Yeah, great song that.
Tiff says 2 for me. Most aircraft I've seen painted are green. That's perfect. Ooh, parcel. Yay, parcel. Back a minute. How's it going?
While he's gone, I'll just read out Ernst Udet's thing here. It says, the most successful surviving fighter of World War One was Ernst Udet, who started his flying career with the Feldflieger Abteilung 206, from where he moved to FFA 68. There he was given his first Eindecker, but he destroyed it due to an engine malfunction during takeoff. He was then assigned an older example of the same type. March 1916, Udet achieved his first aerial victory. Later that year, FAA 68 was transformed into the Kampfsteinstitzer Kommando Habsheim, and then became Jasta 15 on the September 28th. Udet's E3 was given a paint of unspecified shade of green, which was complemented by an oblique black and white stripe. For this, the black section was later overpainted with a different shade of green. The color scheme and decals offer both variations. There we are.
Okay, so
hello. What'd you get?
I don't know. It's a surprise one. It could be because Gary said that he was sending me a parcel.
Yeah.
So it could be him. I'm not sure. Ooh, should I do a live reveal?
Well, only if it's not a blow-up woman.
Well, I hope it's
actually
not.
no. Well, yeah. Now everyone's hoping it is. So do it. Do it.
Oops. And I shall have to cover the addresses. It could be off step. I'm not sure.
Oh.
But it's a kit of some description. Right, where's my Sharpie pen?
Exciting.
Just scribble out my address.
So while you're opening up that, I'll show everyone my latest acquisition, which I'm quite happy with. Now, I have a Zvezda 72nd scale J model Herc. And I've probably mentioned before, I used to work on them. So I'm looking forward to building this one. And I couldn't stop myself. So this is all photo etch. Cargo floor, rollers, ADS arms, that sort of stuff. So, yeah, big set there. This is the inside of the Paradoors, the crew entrance door, ADS platforms, that sort of stuff. So it's an interior set, and this is all the J stuff. So this is what we call a hog's trough, the equipment rack overhead, plus again the ADS brackets. These are the guide rails for Paradoors and all that, and 2 lots of red seats. So that's pretty cool. So because I've got all that stuff now, the only bit I am missing is the cockpit set. So I've ordered that today as well. Well, yesterday I ordered it. So you're not going to see any of it, but I know it's there.
Actually, that looks like Gary's handwriting.
Let's zoom in.
Chat quickly. I'm going to tease you, John.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go through chat. Jim says, sad ending for Ernst Dudet. He committed Sluey Slide in 1941. I've got to be careful about saying that word on YouTube because they don't like it. Julian says, I didn't know that, Jim. Yeah.
He most likely suffered PTSD, became a chronic alcoholic, and he did not like the Nazis.
No. And you can't say that word on YouTube either. Duke says, Snake Valley is near Ballarat.
You should know where Ballarat is and how to say it. You've taken all the gold from there, you bastards.
Well, double L in Welsh does not make L, does it?
So how would you say Ballarat? Ballarat in Welsh.
If you're pronouncing it, if it's a Welsh word, it would be Ballarat. Ballarat.
Wow.
Like we've got a village that I used to live in down the road. It's spelled Bagilt, and we call it Baggy.
Of course, I shouldn't laugh.
Most English people pronounce it Bagelt, though. Bagelt or Bagelt. We call it Baggy. Jim says, great box art for the Iron Decker. Yes. June says, random joke. The Chinese chappie Wun Hung Lo and his incompetent cousin who fucked up. Oh, I'm offending so many people with these streams. Jim says, Julie Hall. Ha ha ha. And Duke says, bye, Mikey.
Yeah, we're into the second hour.
Julian says, Tiff, I counted 4. So is number 2 the second one of those or the second one of the 2 John likes? Ah, good question. Right. Do you want to see what's in the box?
That's what we're all here for.
Because I don't know either. Okay. You ready? 2. It's a kit from Gary. One. Yes.
Dardanelles campaign.
How cool is that?
Rather. Oh, he got shot in the Dardanelles.
Yes. Let's have a look.
Very nice. So okay, so some Brits and Turks, yeah?
Yeah. British and Turks.
Nice.
Because apparently the Anzacs weren't there. I'm
Well,
joking.
different beach.
There you go.
Cool.
You got little map cases and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I'll stay like that. Some more figures. Instructions. The instructions. There you go. That's how instructions should be. Ready?
Yeah.
That's it. The painting instructions.
Okay. But that's just one team, though, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, so there are no Turks in the...
No, there are. It's just the instructions are stuck to the bag on that.
Okay.
Go. How to put the machine gun together. You get paint list. The ICM color range. I need to try them at some point. And then with this kit, you get a diorama scene.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's very, very cool.
I
That's
could
so
put a vehicle with that as well. In fact, do you know what? I might put that on a wooden base and then get an armor car, like a Rolls Royce armor car or something, and put that on it. Because they use Rolls Royce armored cars and Lanchesters in the Dardanelles.
Mm-hmm.
That would look so cool. Sweet. Thank you, Gary. Love you.
So we were discussing how good box art is, and that's, again, a wonderful example of what they can do nowadays.
Yes.
That's great. What's that up to? Oh, yes, instruments. Anyway, we've got 3/4 of an hour left. It's up to you. It's your channel, Mikey. Did you want to invite people in, or?
Yeah, go for it. You invite people in, John. There's 14 people watching. Hopefully some of them will come up.
So, yeah, if anybody would like to join, it'd be a StreamYard link that Modmin has just put in the stream, and you're more than welcome.
I just love this artwork. ICM artwork is brilliant. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's even got like the teeth on and things like that.
Yeah, right. No, I can't see the teeth.
Doo-doo-doo.
Don't shoot until you see the whites of their teeth.
There you go.
Yeah.
Focus. There we go.
Wow. That is stunning, isn't it?
Detail on that. Ooh,
Yeah.
Secrets of the Past. Come on. Woohoo.
Hello.
Hang on. Hello, Secrets.
Hello, everybody.
Hello
are
from
you?
Canada.
Hello from Canada.
Let's turn you up a bit.
You're very welcome.
There we go.
This is what I sound
How's
like.
that?
So,
And more.
You sound good.
thank you.
So yesterday, these Edward decals, they come in the sticky bags. I'm taking it out of the bag, and of course it caught on the sticky stuff. So I removed some of the decal film on one of the what are they? Birkenkreuz, is it? I can't. But whatever they call it, the German cross thing. Unfortunately, it's one of the ones that I'd need. Well, it's not Maltese, is it?
No, the big cross they call the Maltese. It's a Maltese cross.
Yeah, but yeah, Germany wouldn't They'd call their own.
It's
thing,
called
as in
the
German.
Maltese Cross.
Germany.
Don't get Maltese cross with me, Mikey.
Germany took a bunch of historical symbols and turned it and twisted them.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, just like the Hindu symbol for peace.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, history has been perverted over the years, and I'll be the first to admit that.
You're not Donald Trump, are you? You do sound a lot like our friend Donald.
No.
Since when did Donald sound Canadian?
Yeah, just like I'm sorry, you do sound more like Donald Trump than I do. Let's put it that way.
Gee, thanks. I don't know
That's
if
not
that's a
hard,
good thing. Well, would you like me to sound more like Mrs. Doubtfire? Oh, hey.
Yeah.
I can do an English accent too. I think I'd fit right in.
Well, you are already.
It's a beautiful wall. Beautiful wall.
No, my accent, my impersonations are done. They went out a long time ago.
So, how did you find our stream? Was it due to Gary stuff?
I see. I'm a member of a few other communities in the creative community. I am, but your stream came upon my feed one morning, and I'm like, model building. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check this out. So here I am.
Very good.
Oh,
That's great. I'm actually more impressed than that. Obviously Gary Evans has done us a great service by sort of mentioning us a few times on his channel, Gary's stuff.
Besides, I like model building. I've wanted to get back into it. However, there's no however about it. I mean, I'm going to get back into it. Winter's coming, and these cold Canadian winters can be long and cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can be.
I've got a friend who lives in Canada.
Yeah.
So it can be quite a shock sometimes if you're not used to it.
Yeah, maybe I mentioned last week, my wife, years ago now, she spent 3 months in Linwood.
Nice.
It's probably not too far from you, is it?
Oh no, Linwood, Ontario. Oh no, it's not far, but I wouldn't walk it because I'm no Terry Fox.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much of you guys know about Terry Fox, but he's a Canadian icon.
All right.
I don't think I know that.
He had cancer, so he ran all of Canada for cancer.
Him?
research. Yeah.
Yeah. I know who you mean now. Yeah.
He was Forrest Gump. He was Forrest Gump before Forrest Gump. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He walked across the country to raise money for cancer awareness, something like that.
Yep. He had one leg he was born with, and the other leg was a prosthetic. So
Yeah.
Wow.
I believe there's a
please.
film made about that.
they did the Terry Fox story.
Oh, good name for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of self-explanatory, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah, you can't be disappointed. You know what you bought tickets for.
And that was in the 70s, and I was born in 79, so I was born after that run.
Very good.
Let's catch up with the chat. Duke says, that's awesome. I was looking at getting that one too. Tiffany says, the linen one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gary says, Anzacs are a different set. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Duke says, they were French and Indians at the Dardanelles too. There were indeed.
Mm.
June says, McCunliffe, Llanfair Fechan, Ponsiciliuch, Welsh linguistic landmines. Laugh out loud. Waits while Mikey works out how. Bear in mind, I am Welsh.
You have us at a bit of a
If I can't
disadvantage in that
pronounce
regard.
it, shouldn't be here. I didn't realize.
Yeah, but
I'm that used to reading them. I didn't realize that they were a trap.
well, I couldn't No, I can give him a
Go
go,
on,
but
John.
I'd
Go
rather
on,
not.
you can do it, man.
No, I'm busy. Eyes down. I'm modelling here.
That's one thing I learned. That's one thing I learned about British. That British and Welsh are two totally different things, or people, I should say. Don't ever call a British person a Welsh person, and don't ever call a Welsh person a British person.
But Welsh
Yeah.
people are British.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
how
mind
come
being
some
called-
how come there's so how come there's some animosity there though? Like,
Oh, because it's a different country.
okay,
No, hang on. Jump. Right. It's not Welsh versus British, it's Welsh versus English.
English.
So
okay,
Great Britain is made up of England, Wales, and Scotland.
right?
The United
And
Kingdom
parts of
is England,
Ireland.
Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay, so Britain is made up by 3 different countries, and then Great Britain is 4 countries. And basically, everyone hates the English because the English invaded all of them.
Well, let's face it, the British Empire has a fair amount of control. Let's
Yeah.
face it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go through all the empires throughout history but I mean, there was a lot of empires back in the day before the British Empire became the British Empire.
Yeah.
You had the Ottomans, you had the Romans, the Byzantines.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a wormhole I went down years ago. Or a rabbit hole, I should say.
Yeah. I mean, in Wales, there tends to be a bit of it's not animosity, it's friendly rivalry.
Yeah.
more than anything.
Mhm.
But it's because of stuff like until the early 1900s, when you were in school, if you spoke Welsh, you would get the cane because they
Right.
wanted to try and beat the Welsh language out of people, out the Welsh.
It's kind of
Did
like
you
your
know-
rugby. It's kind of like your rugby over there. Manchester United versus the rivals of who they play. Yeah, I get it. I saw the football club or that movie that came out a few years ago.
That is nothing compared to the Rangers and Celtics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're religious nuts.
That is
aren't they?
that is the biggest football rivalry I have ever seen.
Oh. Well, Collingwood and anyone else.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. There's literal like fights and all sorts
There
when
are.
they get together.
It's not just that, Mikey. There are random street wars because of it.
Yeah.
Just out of the blue, people just go fighting. And
I mean, I've heard of brawls over sports, but man, that's ridiculous.
it's, as much as I don't want to say, it's a religion thing.
Oh, I hear that. I hear you. I mean, we have fathers and mothers that run out on football fields and baseball fields and punching out the coach and the umpires and So I mean, I hear you. I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Protestant Catholic thing, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
From what I understand, anyway.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Or as we say over here in Canada, a boot.
A boot.
Carry on with the.
Yeah. Steve says that diorama scene is so cool. It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely artwork on it. Gary says you're very welcome, buddy. Thank you very much, dude. I really do appreciate it. June says Gary did an unboxing of that set, I think. Awesome idea to include the background. Yes. It was, in fact, that very set.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one.
Duke
He
says,
did say that again, but he corrected a
no, we've
spelling
already read
mistake.
that.
Yeah, it's because he corrected a spelling mistake.
Oh.
Sorry, the wrong one.
All right, it's all right. Don't worry. Oh, I just painted my own thumb.
That was
Duke says Falcon Kraus, I think, John.
Yes, thank you. Oh no, I put that on the wrong side.
Julian says, there you go. Julian says the big cross is the Maltese cross. The SA jobby is in German, I think. Hackenkraus.
Chris, yeah.
I still want to hear John try and pronounce those Welsh names.
Oh, you're going to be waiting a while, my love.
Go on, John.
God.
Go on
All
then,
right,
John. Go on.
Yeah, I
Put it back up
know
for a
you're Welsh, Mikey. The third one was wrong, by the way. How's that? Perfect Welsh.
He's talking about those ones.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh,
Yeah. Go on,
I'm gonna
John.
Come on.
At least try and do the first two.
well, I know the double L is sort of like a sort of like, you know, going for the camel spit thing. So Mackin, no, I can't do it. I just no.
The Y is pronounced as a U, if that helps.
As a U?
Yeah, it's pronounced
Oh. Oh. Oh, no, I didn't. Mackin.
It's a Y in it's a vowel in Welsh.
No, I can't go. I can't do it.
McCunleth.
McKinleth.
No, McCun.
You can't say that on YouTube.
And then Llanfair Fechan.
Llanfair Fechan.
Fechan.
Llanfair Fechan.
Llanfair Fechan.
Fechan. Llanfair Fechan.
There you go.
In Ponce.
See, you can do it.
Silius? No. No, I can't do it. No, I'm out of fluids. My mouth is dry now. It's all, I've dribbled all over the floor.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce those words. Nope.
Julian says maybe apocryphal, but in apocryphal.
Come on, it's standard English.
But in World War II, apparently a Scot bailed out and was captured. A German soldier called him an Englander, and the Scot jumped and bellowed, "I'm Scottish." Yes, that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like
Scottish, Welsh, and Northern Irish. Take it as an insult if you call them English.
Apocryphal.
Having said that, I do think the English should be very proud of their history.
Oh yeah,
their heritage.
That's it. You know what? That's what I envy about you guys over in Britain and the UK as a whole. You guys
UK
hold on
as a whole.
Wow.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Don't interrupt him, John.
Everybody's got to be a comedian, man. Oh. No, you guys hold on to your history and your old buildings. You know, it's amazing.
Well, even just the Tower of London is 900 years old.
I know a lot about the Tower of London. The two princesses. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gary Evans says, as Frankie Boyle said, how dare they come over here with their religious hatred when they haven't even got a football team?
Yeah. What's all that about?
Julian says, laugh out loud, Gary. And then Julian says, Mac un F is close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll do.
Come on, Julian. Enough with the Welsh, okay? We know you're Welsh. It's a hard C in Welsh, John. Pont. I'm not even going to try to say that word. Pot ku si sounds like I'm talking Chinese. Yeah, forget it. I'm done. Nope.
Yep.
We might as well just be speaking Middle English. Go back to the old one.
Why not?
Right? That's what
which way? It's ambitious of you, Edward, to
Yeah.
try to get me to fit this.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
can sound a little bit like Middle English.
Yeah, it does actually a little bit. I almost
Thing
said
is, right, we in school in Wales. In school in Wales, we have to learn Welsh up to the age of 16. We have to
That's
learn
good.
English, Welsh, and French. I can remember more French than what I can Welsh. Sometimes.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah. I've never really needed Welsh other than just to wind up my cousins when I'm visiting them in England and things.
Well, then it's worth it.
Yeah, over
Yeah.
here.
But it used to be quite funny. Sorry, go on.
Over here, it's English and French.
Yeah. Well, when we go to high school in Wales, we have to learn English, Welsh, and French. And then if we put the effort in, we can learn German as well.
Oh.
I didn't want to put the effort in because I didn't like learning Welsh anyway.
So why learn German?
Yeah, exactly. I never had a use for it, so I didn't see the point in learning it.
Right. I never seen the use for French until I had a slip of the tongue one day, and I said "we tabernacle" in school, and the nuns kind of took me by the arm and took the powder to my butt. And well, yeah, that was the end of my "we tabernacle."
We used to use Welsh we'd go and visit our cousins when we were kids. We'd go and visit our aunties and uncles and nan and stuff over in England. And me and my sister would start talking in Welsh just to confuse them. And my cousins would start shouting, "Nan, they're swearing again." But because my nan's mum was from Caernarfon, she was used to hearing Welsh. So she knew that we were just winding them up.
Wow.
She used to just laugh.
Carnarvon Castle is so beautiful.
It is. We a couple of years ago, a few of us veterans got asked to, or invited to go and put some. You know when they had the weeping window display on, which is like all the poppies that came down out the window.
That right.
They had display for remembrance. Yeah, they had that on, and we got asked if we wanted to go and see it and stuff. And when we got there, they said, "Oh, do you want to lay a cross?" I'm like, yeah, all right, do that.
So did you? So you all just lay across it? Did you?
Well, it was Armistice Day, and they had like a field of poppy things, but it was all the crosses. And so it's like, yeah, we'll put some down. It's not a problem. And we thought we were just going to walk up, put the cross in the ground, and then that was it.
Yeah.
No, Royal British Legion were running it, weren't they? So they got us all to stand in a line and start playing the last post in the middle of the bloody castle for the tourists. So then we all had to stand there and salute and everything, and then lay the crosses. And then we didn't realise, but the whole castle had gone silent because they heard the last post. And then as we finished, all we heard was people clapping. We were like, what the hell? We looked up at the ramparts and all clapping. Oh dear. That's embarrassing. Humbling, but embarrassing.
I was about to glue apart, and it went that way. So I'm looking for my brass knob.
Gary says his school is over 400 years old. Wow. Is that Eton, was it, Gary? Steve says, I recorded a 28-minute video earlier and forgot to plug my headset in, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
mate. Gutted.
Just do a voiceover thing and just add it to the video.
What she said. So I was just trying to talk English here.
Is that... I thought it was Scottish.
Well, I
Fucking
did say
is.
I, so I guess that is Scottish. I mean, I do have some Scottish blood in me.
Oh. Does it hurt?
Oh, no, not as much as you think, lad.
Where's my thing?
I was
Sorry,
about
I'm
to say
going mad.
about Scottish, but I won't.
I found my little brass knob. Hooray.
Little brass, what? No,
Well,
Oh.
someone had to.
I'm sorry. My mind's going to left field.
He's found his knob.
Yeah.
My knob went flying
Yeah.
across the room.
Ooh, that sounds painful.
I thought that Sonic had joined us in secrets. What, dude? Sonic? Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, you mean Sonic DJ? Okay, sorry. My bad.
Yeah, there's a reason he calls himself DJ Sonic. When he was in his like early 20s to 30s, he used to have his hair spiked right up. He still does, but it's a mohawk now.
Mhm.
And his family and friends used to call him Sonic because of it.
I
So that's
like
what
it.
And he likes
I like it. It's original.
yeah. And he likes DJing, so it makes sense.
Yes.
Duke says, sorry, John, Julian was correct. The Maltese crosses are the ones used on early German aircraft. The Balkan cross was the straight one used in 1918.
Ooh, I'm learning stuff today. Thank you.
Yay, you have to sometimes, don't you? Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Julian says, I was going to say I'd do it. But okay. I once saw a comedy historian on TV on Stratford who said, this is Shakespeare's school. School was easier in his day. They didn't have to learn Shakespeare. That's very true.
True. I like Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's great. I think if you don't teach it in school, if you find it yourself, you'll enjoy it more.
Oh yeah, everything I've ever learned. Well, I mean, I'm more self-taught, although there has been school involved, like grade school, high school, college. But the stuff I know I picked up on my own over the years.
Yeah.
You know, like Shakespeare and Robert Blake. Geez, what the hell is that? Literally, he used to write a lot of horror stories back in the day. He died a broke man on a park bench. The
Something to aim
Raven.
towards.
He wrote The Raven. Poe.
Oh,
Edgar
yeah.
Allan Poe. Yeah,
Edgar Allan Poe.
yeah. So everything I mean, some of that stuff is good. Machiavelli. I like Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Mm.
I haven't read any of it, but well, it must be something in it. People have been reading him for hundreds
I
of
think-
years. So
I think the moment I realized I liked Shakespeare was we watched an original performance of Shakespeare done so that it was set in it was Romeo and Juliet, but it was set in the time it was written for.
Right.
Mhm.
So all the actors were in the right costume, period costume and stuff. And I thought, this makes sense. It's quite nice to watch. And then we watched the modern one with Leonardo DiCaprio in. I was like, this is ridiculous. It makes no sense. And I thought, actually, that's a really clever point. Because when you watch it in context, it makes perfect sense. When you put it into a different context, it makes no sense whatsoever. And I think that's quite cool.
I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
However, my favorite book is The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
Ooh.
I've read that.
I don't know what my favorite book is.
Well, I'm worse at Chinese than I am at Welsh.
Yeah, I don't know which one my favorite is. World War One history books.
Okay.
I
You
do
sound
like
really
the
odd.
Hornblower series though.
Oh, yeah.
Who's got Discord open? Because it's very loud when it goes off.
Not me.
Not me.
Well, I have, but I don't have my notifications on. Secrets, is it you? Are you being naughty and upsetting Bodmin?
No, I'm trying to shut it off.
Hmm.
Because remember we were on Discord yesterday, and I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's just really loud. That's all.
Yeah.
Trying to turn the volume down here a bit.
Are we? There we go.
First time on and you incurred the wrath of Modmin. I don't know.
I'm not
I think I'll
angry.
let you off it.
You're still really
I
loud.
know, I just like teasing you. Julian says 18 minutes past 7 p.m. Duke, that's very specific. Yes. Graham says
Hmm?
2 of my old schools and church were demolished. One school is still standing. Yeah, one of my infant school was demolished and built a load of supported living accommodation on there. But the other
Wow.
school, which is the Victorian one, is stood next to it, just left fall into ruins.
Hmm.
But it was cool because they still had the old air raid shelter in the playground and stuff. So we used
Okay.
to be able to go in them because they used them as storage.
Wow. I love old buildings.
What's it going to fit? I hope it fits.
Old buildings are nice. I love them.
Wow, there we go.
There we are.
We have an old
I loved it.
psychiatric.
I went back there. I went back to my old primary school after it shut down because I went with someone who was looking at renting the premises, and it was so weird because it still looked exactly the same as when I was a kid. And I could actually, because of that, I was actually able to figure out exactly where I used to sit. And I looked around, I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I remember seeing. I can remember I could picture my teacher sat behind a desk and everything. It's very strange.
We have an old psychiatric hospital here that's abandoned.
Yeah.
I'd love to explore that. That'd be awesome.
I'm working to go in there and do a video and a history, so I'm working on it. There's a few places here that I've been working on, like we have a former federal penitentiary that is closed down, so I'm trying to get in there to do a few night paranormal investigation live.
Wow.
That'd be cool.
That'd be interesting.
Because they still have the electric chair in there, so.
Oh.
Wow. Is it still plugged in?
Oh yeah. We used to have hangings and people that would go to the chair in Canada back in the day.
Wow.
What have we got left?
We don't
15 minutes.
I can't imagine
Really?
watching a public hanging though. That would be so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't pop into my mind as a spectator sport.
No, right?
Obviously,
I mean,
people used to do it. It used to be,
Yeah.
the only fun in town. But yeah, not a thing.
bring your picnic basket, your blanket, bring your the whole family, and just watch somebody hang there. I can't imagine doing no.
Humans were a bloodthirsty bunch, weren't they?
Well, we still are.
So long.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, John.
Well,
Gary Stuff says no, a grammar school, but it's got its charter in 1461 from Queen Elizabeth. Wow,
huh.
that's cool. Julian thinks John's looking for his knob. Nah, too easy. Duke says, I thought that Sonic had joined us then, secrets. Yes, it did sound like Sonic, didn't
Did.
it? Julian says, laugh out loud, Duke.
Mm.
Graham says, to my old schools and church. Oh, we've read that one. Oh, I must have calmed down by then. Julian says, laughing my ass in. I think it's meant to say, laugh my ass off. Great. Grey Stuff says, my favourite is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Yes, that's a good one. The better looking Marley's in. He says, hello all from Melbourne.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul. Jim says, a friend of mine would become a thespian actor when drunk and got into his Shakespeare routine.
Mm.
Ooh. So glad I pronounced thespian correctly. Duke says, good day, better looking Marley. And Jim says, hello, Paul. He says, we have a nice group of Aussies in here today. We do indeed. We are truly international now because we have Americans, Canadians, Australians, Welsh, English, Japanese. Graham says, I guess deleting posts does not work on live streams. No. It just deletes them for you.
No, it deletes it in the YouTube chat, but we still get it here on StreamYard.
Yeah.
So we still see it.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, don't worry. It wasn't like it was an offensive comment or anything, so it's all good.
Okay.
June says, Thomas Henry Huxley, The Great Tragedy of Science, a beautiful theory destroyed by an ugly fact. I love that quote. Yes, it is rather nice, isn't it? Frank Holder's in. Says, good day all. Hello, Frank. Welcome
Thanks
to
for
the
chatting.
show. Yes. Julian's in. He says, it does, Graham, but Modmin copies them before they're deleted. No offense, Modmin. Our incompetence.
I don't copy them.
She does. She puts them in a scrapbook so she can go, look, this is what you said. Don't argue with me. I am the all powerful Modmin. Hey, he's put his camera up.
Hey.
There you go. Now we can see secrets.
I look like shite.
Hey, secrets.
Hey.
It's fine. We've seen worse.
Sure.
Yeah, we have to look at John every day.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
Yeah. So do I.
Oh, God.
What do I need?
Right.
B9.
More paint. Right. Let's go to Julian. BBIAB, carers plus lunch. All right, mate. We'll be finishing in 10 minutes anyway. So you won't miss much. Ivan says, good afternoon, all. Good afternoon.
Good morning, chef.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do some training today.
Ivan says, modders, hi.
Hello.
Why does everyone say hi to modders and then just bunches me and John in together? It's just rude.
It's because I'm special, Mikey.
I think I'm going to put my MMA gloves on today and do some training.
Ooh.
I used to be a prize fighter.
Ooh.
So.
Sounds gnarly.
Huh?
Sounds gnarly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, boxing and fighting is a good sport.
Yeah. I used to enjoy doing stuff like that when I was younger and less fragile.
Nice.
Duke says, good day, Frank and Ivan. See, because when we got the chat up, do you know we can only see from like just below your eyes up? Because
I know, I saw that, but that's cool. I mean, That's cool. I mean, I like to chew on names as I'm talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ivan says, hi, Duke. Frank says,
Sorry, it's popping blue one. There we go.
I'm watching from Tokyo, so add that to your list of places. How cool!
Wow.
We're in Japan as well. We're going truly international.
Hasn't the better looking Marley
We're
just come
more
back from?
international than the IPMS.
The better looking Marley has indeed just
Uh,
come back from Tokyo and Osaka. I believe that's right.
We're now more international than the IPMS. Not that I'd say that to them. Ivan says, hi, Frank. And Jim says, hello, Chef Ivan, Frank Holder. Ivan says, hi, Jim. High five.
Hey, chef.
And he says, Mike, Gary, John, hi. Ah, Gary's not in it. Well, Waitrose Gary's is in the chat. Duke says, bye, Julian. Graham says, so long, Julian. And then Jim says, Modmin makes the whole thing go, Mikey. Yes, I know. We're just here for the ride. Graham says, hi, Ivan. And Duke says, some people have a glass jaw. I have a glass body. Yes. Me too.
Yeah, dude. Can I have
Ivan says, hi, Graham.
Yeah, dude. Can I have the body of a Greek god? So yeah.
I have the body of a Roman god. He's called Faticus. Ivan says, Julian, good afternoon, mate. And then Stu says, hi all. Hello, Stuart. Sorry.
Yeah. I always say,
in the last 10 minutes. What's going on?
I know. I always say the body is like 90% water. I'm not fat. I'm just waterlogged.
Yeah. I'm just drowning on the inside.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Got the wings on. And the Bombay doors.
Cool.
Oh,
Are they not
nice.
Bombay doors? Are they not the undercarriage doors?
Or the wheel
Where
doors.
the wheels
yeah.
go?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think they are. Ignore me.
So what is that? A Spitfire or
alright.
Lancaster?
That is
Neither.
a Domovic.
Oh, cool. I'll be honest, I've never heard of a Donovic plane. Cool.
It's a Russian ground attack.
Well, that's probably why I've never heard of it, because it's Russian. Yeah, okay. Nice.
Domovic.
I'm more familiar with the Lancasters and the Spitfires and, you know.
Yeah. But I am currently in the middle of building the wheels.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah. This just doesn't have the fit and finesse that I've come to expect from Edward. It must be one of the older ones. I mean, I'm talking about like a couple of thou difference. So, it's not a problem.
God, I got to make it to the UK next year so I can do some good videos.
Yeah, well, if you come in November, it's a really good time of year, especially in Telford.
I would
We
love
have
to
the
go.
International Scale Model Show.
I would love to go visit the old RAF air bases from World War II there.
Hmm. Yeah, there's plenty of them around. In fact, by me, there's a camp where during the Second World War is actually a top secret camp because it's actually where the Manhattan Project started.
I think I know what you're talking about. I heard of that one, and I also heard of Bletchley Park.
Yeah.
Where Bletchley Park is where the OSS broke the Enigma code.
Yes.
See, I'm not just a pretty face or a pretty voice. I'm pretty smart too.
Yeah, you can actually go up and walk around all the buildings and stuff, and they've still got all the old World War II posters on the walls and things like that.
Nice.
And because it was so top secret, they weren't allowed to write down their calculations and stuff for the chemicals, so they had to write them on the wall because they weren't allowed to write them on paper in case it got stolen. So
I heard
all the
that.
writing.
Gary, I heard that Bletchley Park has a great museum.
Wait.
Ivan says, "Hi, Graham." He also
And
says, "Go on."
No, go ahead.
He says, "Julian, good afternoon, mate." Stuart says, "Hi, all." Duke says, "Good day, Stuart." Jim says, "Hey, Stuart." Ivan says, "Hi, Stuart." Duke says, "Looking good, Tiff. What about
Thank
a
you.
plane?"
Right.
Jim says, "Il 2 is coming along swimmingly, Modmin."
Yes. It's not
Yeah.
doing too bad.
Ivan says, "Are they like Bombay potatoes, modders?"
No.
I just love the fact that everyone knows you as modders.
Yeah.
That's your nickname now. Gary says, "Bletchley Park has an excellent museum." Yes. I was watching a documentary about it, and one of the guys that works in the museum was saying that they had one of the women that used to work at Bletchley during the war.
Mhm.
And she said they'd always get the Spitfire pilots flying low over the top of them. And the reason they kept flying low over the top of Bletchley was because the female staff would go onto the roof and would sunbathe naked on top of the roof. So the pilots knew this, and they'd deliberately fly over low so that they could have a look.
God.
Send those pilots out with a smile.
Yeah. Well, apparently, when she was telling the guy this, his daughter was her son, was stood next to her. Mom, you never did stuff like that, right? Yeah, bloody did. Shit, I was young once as well, you know. Duke says Duxford is amazing. Yes, you got Cosford as well. Cosford's good. Ivan says there's a fair few World War II airfields around me in sunny Lincolnshire. Yeah.
There's no such thing as sunny
They're slowly
Lincolnshire.
selling. Well, there's a big one by us. There's the main Spitfire base to cover Liverpool, and they're selling it off bit by bit slowly. Fortunately.
Okay.
Stuart says best place for aftermarket decals. Yes. Scale model world. Woo. Speaking of which, who in the chat is going? I know John isn't. Who's going this year? Stuart said received a gift from the granddaughter from Nick. Ooh.
Oh.
Nice. He's a good man, is Nick. Oopsie daisy. Stuart says, but needs decals. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's a 148th Airfix Chipmunk T10. Nice. You like the Chipmunk, don't you, John?
I do. I've just finished one of those recently. I haven't got it here though. It's in a cabinet in town. I've got another one waiting to go.
Gary says, I'm going both days. May spend a couple of hours on the M4H stand. Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
And of course, Gary, we still have to go for that beer at the bar.
Oh, the one that I missed.
Yes. Me and Gary going for a beer. We've already decided.
Well done.
We may take you with us. Jim says Mystery Box Nick, a good bloke. He is indeed.
No, I'm not laughing at Nick. I'm laughing at you. Like the plan to have me there. There's a cardboard cutout or however you're going to do
You'll see.
it.
Stuart says also sent her ICM fire truck paints to paint it with. Here's a star. Oh, cool. I've always wanted to build a fire engine one, but it's hard to find a kit with a fire engine. I know ICM do the Chernobyl kit, but it doesn't look like a British fire engine. So, Gary says, "Oh yes, we do. Hell yeah! We're gonna be
We
drinking
are at
beer."
the 2-hour mark, Mikey.
Yes.
Oh, we are. Oh, bugger!
Goes quick, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. I don't want to finish painting now. Partway through painting this last bit. All right.
Pin that last bit and then we can finish.
Okay, boss.
You only got a tiny bit to paint, it's fine. We have
Thank
gone
you,
like
boss.
we have gone like half an hour over before. By accident.
Yeah.
I just really enjoy doing these lives, I think.
Yeah. It's a nice way to relax.
It is.
Like, I have no idea what I'll be doing all day. Probably more with Stormovic. Stuart's out helping people build furniture and whatnot because he's a freak like me and likes building flatbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
Today I'm gonna call my local hobby store.
Yeah. What are you gonna get?
I am going to buy two ship models, the Titanic and the Bismarck.
Nice.
Oh, hang on.
She's going to get a Bismarck.
I know she already showed it on camera once a few mornings ago.
Yes, but I've finished the King George V now too.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Show us.
I'm going to. Just let me
Ooh,
pack
you
my
might be
hand.
squeaky then, Modest.
I know. Yeah, King George V.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That light is annoying.
Yeah.
So it actually has. You can just about see the decal there with the name on it.
That's cool, Tiff.
My camera isn't the greatest. I need another
I
one.
I wish I had more room in my place because the other because the other hobby I want to get into is those model soldiers, like the War of 1812 and whatnot, where you can set a table up in the whole battlefield and the soldiers, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't have a big enough place, and if I did, it means I would have to remove my couch and my bed and everything, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Titanic ship to do as well, but I'm going to be doing it as like a buddy build with someone, and we're going to turn it into the Olympic.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a Titanic. In fact, I've got two. I've got one stuff. I think it's a 1/600 or 1/700,
I can't
and
remember.
a 1/1400 or something. I don't know. It's in my cupboard.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, see how much my local hobby shop wants for the Titanic and the Bismarck, and maybe strike up a deal with them. I'll maybe advertise them on my channel or something. And
Yeah, I find that when you go into model shops, they tend to be very friendly. They're not like commercial shops generally.
Mm.
yeah,
The proper ones, you can actually have a proper chat with them and things.
yeah. Say, listen, if you give me a deal you will have a steady customer with me. As a businessman, as someone who owns a renovations company, I know all about you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. We have quite a few comments to get through. Do you want me to read them out, Mikey, whilst you're painting?
Go for it.
Because I'm just waiting for my paint to dry now before I can do anything else.
Go for it then.
So Julian says, hiya all who came in after I left. I'm back, by the way.
Hi, Julian.
Duke says, John, it's a 3D model of you.
An inflatable John.
Well,
God.
Sounds like
Yeah.
an inflatable toilet.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. You just have just a portaloo, and that'll do. And I said, "Oh, that's John."
Yeah. He's a bit of a shitter, like though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he likes taking the piss.
God.
Yeah.
Duke says, bye, Mikey, Tiff, and John. Bye, Duke.
Hi, Duke.
Yeah, Duke.
Bye, Duke.
He also says, bye, Secrets. Stuart says, ICM item number 3031, fire truck set. Looks right for English fire vehicles.
Ooh. I see him item on 30.
I'll have a look.
Yeah.
ICM.
Oh no.
Skill model shop. Let's have a look. Not quite. The shape's a bit off, but
Yeah. I think a model manufacturer would do really well if they made an emergency services set. So if they did like an American one and a British one, where they have the police car, the fire engine, and the ambulance.
Right.
yeah.
I think that would go down really well.
Duke
You can get
says,
them 124 scale police Land Rovers. Sorry, go on.
Duke says, bye, everyone in the chat.
Uncharacteristic. Him not reading them out one by one.
Oh. Mr. Mayfield is in. He says, afternoon all. I have World War II
Hello, John.
all around me. North Cambridgeshire, also on the flight path to the RAF, Mildenhall and Lakenheath.
Lakenheath. Very good.
Yeah.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Jim says, by the way, tune into World War II TV today. Al Murray discusses his new book about the 19th September 1994.
Do you know what? He was actually doing a talk about that in Chester, which is about 15 minutes from me. And he got a free signed copy of his book. And I was going to go to it, but I was like, I'm not going on my own. I can't be asked, even though it's only 35 quid.
I watch a lot of those YouTube channels of people in England metal detecting in World War I and World War II battlefields. They find some real cool stuff, man. I mean, I'm like, you know what? I know if I did that, I cannot bring that stuff back here. I'd have to hand it over to the British government.
Yeah. I don't know if my mom still got it, but she had a photo. There was I think it was an unexploded World War II bomb on a beach.
Nice.
On a beach. And she had a photo taken next to it before she called the authorities. Because, you know, as you do.
As you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But something one about old Polaroids as well.
Yeah. Back in the day before they had selfie cameras and things on phones.
Yeah. Probably before they had like decent mobile phones, yeah. I'm talking about like probably.
I remember it. I remember when before they had smartphones. I remember before they had normal phones.
I'm talking about like
the old Telnet ones.
Yeah, I think like late 80s. She was born in 69, so.
Yeah. My first mobile phone was a Motorola, little blue Motorola thing.
I can remember before we even had. Hang on a second. Let me turn my camera on. I can remember before we even had phones with cameras, you had the slim camera, and you'd open the back and put the film in and take it to the pharmacist to get it developed later.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah,
I used to have one
yes.
of them cameras.
Right. Ivan says, "Hi, John."
Hello.
So they
Ivan.
got me to read them now.
I'm John Mayfield.
Oh,
I see.
that's all right. Yeah. John M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim says, "Black
Jim.
Tuesday." I think is the title.
Yeah, it is.
Are you wanting to read them out, Mikey?
Yeah, I'll read them out.
Okay.
Dances with Aardvarks in. He says, "Good morning or / evening, everyone." Hello, dancers.
Hmm.
Ivan says, "Is the shop open tomorrow, Mikey?" Which shop?
I mean,
Yes,
are you going to be live tomorrow?
Oh, yes. Where? Sorry. Tomorrow we are starting. We are actually definitely going to be starting the Dapol Battle of Britain class locomotive model. We were supposed to do it today, but Mr. Morris isn't available today, but he is available tomorrow. So we're going to do it tomorrow instead. Next week, however, he's on holiday, so he'll take a week off. So whether, John, you want to do an extra Creative Friday or whatever, or, I don't know, Creative Thursday even, it's up to you. Or you
Yeah,
can
we'll see.
have the day off.
We'll see.
I'll
have
Gary
your
Stuff says
people
done
talk
lots
to my
of 15
people.
mil. What?
I'll have your people talk to my people over brunch.
Yeah.
Come to a decision.
Yes, we'll write up a contract. Gary Stuff says done lots of 15mm Napoleons in the past. Nice. Just a whole army of Napoleons. That'd be cool. John says, "I'll be at Skelmolwell from Friday through to Sunday." Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you, John. It'd be cool. I do expect you to be wearing a sparkly jacket, though, for what you got planned. Those who don't know will see on the day. Dancy says, "Hi, Jim, Mikey, Tiff, Julian." Hello, Dances.
Hello. And yes, he's put a question mark next to my name. It is me. It is me.
Yes.
It's
yes.
just
Models.
I've got Dark Side Skill Modeling as my name on here because, well, that's my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
My new one. So yeah.
In fact, whilst I go through the chat, modders,
Yes.
could you kindly put the links to the YouTube channels of anyone that's on here? So, like your link, Secret's link, John's link, if you must, Gary Owens' link, stuff like that.
I like how Bearded said
you don't have to put.
Yeah, I'll go through and find everyone's. What do you mean?
We don't pay you enough.
Today dances by dance. What you'd be better off doing, Tiff, is getting all the links and then putting them onto a Word document, and then you can just copy and paste them all in at once.
Yeah, I've got some of them on, but I need to go through and get the rest of them. I have yours, Gary's, John's, Gary Stuff. I have like all the Facebook pages on there and there as well. I just need to get the rest.
Yeah. Me and John have got Facebook pages as well. Channels. How cool is that? And I actually post more on my Facebook page than what I do on Instagram and Discord. Although I do have both, obviously. Dancy says, "Later, Duke." Duke says, "Good day, John Mayfield." Bye, John Mayfield. Ivan says, "Very good review on the Tiger Mouth this morning, Gary Matey." Yes, it was good, wasn't it?
That would be a big build. If I was to buy that this week or next week and build it, that would be a huge undertaking.
Yeah.
The Millennium Falcon.
Julie says, "An inflatable John." Julian says, an inflatable John. Does anyone have a pin? Ivan Zilly says, take care, Duke. Jim says, hello, John Mayfield. Ooh, we've got 18 people watching at the minute.
Wow.
It's because I'm here. That's why. No, I'm joking.
Jim says, hey, yeah. Well, he is, to be honest. Jim says, hey, dancers. Duke says, I couldn't write down all 19 names, John, as I had already pressed enter. There we go. Mayfield says, hi, Jim. And Marley says, I'm thinking that I can go to Telford with a vague expression. I can play a very passable John. Yes.
Yes.
How upset would you be, John, if Paul actually came to Telford and left you behind?
Oh, I'd be cranky. But, yeah, it sounds like something he would do. Like, he went to Japan and left me behind.
Well,
Went
you
to
know what you'll
Japan
have to do,
and
don't
didn't
you?
buy a
Sweet
Demi
Salt
Moore.
Bron. You're going to have
Not
to Sweet
after my
Salt Bron,
effort
aren't
last night.
you?
I'm still in the bad books.
I won't ask on air.
No.
I won't ask on air. Dancy says, lol. Mayfield says, hi, Ivan. Ivan says, this shop, your channel, you goof. Yes. Yes, we're on tomorrow, 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Jim says, brilliant idea, Paul. Yeah, just what we won't. What we would do is we won't say anything until we put the pictures up on Facebook.
Okay.
So John looks at the pictures and goes, "What the?"
Well, yeah. If you have pictures, you know, you pop, hey, and you tag me in a thing and say, hey, look at this, and the actual better-looking Marley is at Telford. Oh yeah, I'd be a little bit cranky.
Oh, looks like the sounds like the
Ivan
police
says,
are.
hi, dancer.
Sounds like the cops are hard at work in my city. I just heard them go by.
What's that?
Huh?
Duke says, John, I've been looking at the frontline hobby sales on the interweb today. I think I want that one. Ooh, and that one.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, they have a big sale on at the
That's the
moment.
problem with being able to go online, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Gary Evans
it's,
says, Paul, I'll buy you a beer, mate.
yeah,
Would that be at that bar that John missed?
it would be. It would be.
June says the only problem. June says the only problem with vehicle models, if supposed to be in the UK, is that the European mainland, USA, etc., drive on the opposite side to the UK. Yes, they do.
I think.
He also says higher dances. Modmin has put the Scale Modeling Twins YouTube channel, or did you have to?
Not always a
yeah.
problem.
John puts videos on there. It does some quite interesting videos. Some good, interesting kit reviews. Tiffany says, Gary stuff, link. Oh, okay. Julie says, Hi, John Mayfield.
Yeah, that was an accident.
There you go. Gary Stuff's link has come up. John says, hi, Julian. And Modders says, Darkside Models new channel. That's Tiff's channel there. Please do go like and subscribe to it, because we're trying to get her up to 50, at least 50, so that she can do live streams and stuff. That's Temu Gary's channel, Friends of Balls for Heroes. I love the fact we're now nicknamed him Temu Gary.
It should have been AliExpress Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his favourite
We've got Temu
website.
Gary and we've got Weight Rose Gary. Or when he's on holiday, it's Gary's Albanian cousin.
Yeah.
Dancy says, hi, Ivan. Hi, John. Minis and Muscles. Yeah, he's a good channel. He does a live stream every Friday night for 2 hours. He's a really nice guy. He's one of the guys who runs Tactical Advanced Game, which I'm a member of. And what he does with his lives is he does model figure painting and stuff. And then he'll talk about figure painting, but he also has a section where he talks about fitness and health as well. He's parachute regiment. So he'll talk about fitness and health, and then he'll go back to doing model making and stuff like that. That's interesting. We need more people to go and watch him. So he does put a lot of effort into it, bless him. And
Perhaps I will watch him.
Yeah. Please do. He's got a cracking voice for doing it as well.
I've already been told last night when I was on a friend's panel that I should start doing workout streams every so often on my channel.
Yeah, why not?
I'm like, who the heck wants to see me at the gym punching the bag, man? Like, but then again, who knows? I mean, Richard Simmons made a lot of money on his sweating to the oldies back in the day.
Yeah. June says, joke annual review in the Royal Navy. This officer's men would allow him anywhere, but only out of a sense of morbid curiosity. Well, would follow him anyway, yeah. Dancy says, hi, Julian. And Modest has put in Crimson Weasel's channel. Right, Crimson Weasel's channel is on every other Saturday. We play a game called Candela Obscura, which is like a role-playing game set in sort of post-Victorian / World War One era. It's like a steampunk role-playing game. That's really cool. And what he's doing is he's taking our adventures and making them into an audio book, and he's putting them on his YouTube channel. They're really cool to listen to. You put sound effects in and all sorts. Cool. Sorry?
Is there any other channels you want me to share, Mikey?
You're a glutton for punishment.
You can share secrets if you want. You can share secrets if you want.
I thought I did. Hang on. I'll have to find it.
So Mike, is that a World War II plane you're building, or is that a modern day plane? Because it looks modern day to me.
Oh,
I'm
here?
not building a plane.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've got a couple of things on the go. So this is it's just been retired. So this is the it's Panavia Tornado.
Okay.
So it's designed 50 years ago. It's got a 50th anniversary this year.
Nice.
This it was retired a couple of years ago in the RAF. So yeah, no, that's what I'm working on. This other one here, the instructions are for a different aircraft. This is a Fokker Eindecker. They're the same scale.
Cool.
But yeah, one's a bit bigger than the other. But yeah, I'm doing two things at once because I'm waiting for something to dry here. I can't do too much. Literally, these are the external tanks for that swing wing aircraft, and I'm just rescribing where it did I sanded away the lines in the tank, so I'm just putting them back on with a razor saw.
Nice.
Yeah, I was trying to get Steve's as well. But I can't find it.
Yeah. Gary Stuff says this airman will be a good leader of men, where he's an enthusiastic follower of women. We had a full screw, and on his confidential report, which is supposed to be confidential, but he was really proud of this. It said Corporal, I'm not going to say his name,
Mm.
should never be put in charge of recruits or cadets due to due to increased likelihood of being a bad influence. He was quite proud of that because it meant that he never had to he never had to deal with recruits and do teaching and things. Yeah.
Right. So, are we knocking it on the head at the half-hour mark?
Yeah.
It's up to you. Your channel.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, done well. We've got 19 people watching. John, that looks. What the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
That looks so dodgy.
Does it though? How?
Tiff's put up Secrets of the Past channel, so go and like and subscribe to him.
Thank you, Tiff.
No worries.
John has updated his name.
I already subbed you a while back, Tiff, so I just checked to make sure, and yep. Awesome.
Julian says, car accident report. I turned into the wrong drive and crashed into a tree I don't have.
That sounds like Jasper Carrot.
I've met Jasper Carrot.
Oh, you bastard.
I was photographing a Christmas event for a local charity in a hotel, and Jasper Carrot and what's that impressionist called? Alistair McGowan were there because they were doing a show at the local theatre. So I ended up talking to him, and they asked if I could take the photo with the charity organisers and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I got to photograph Alistair McGowan and Jasper Carrot. Nice guys. Yeah. So, John, what have you achieved in this session?
All right. So the
Other than a wonderful name.
inflatable John.
That's what you-
I did notice. That's cool. Right. So yeah, the cowlings on that now. The knob that went flying is in there, but you can't really see it. It's under the what they would call now an instrument panel, but this is a bit of an ergonomic slum, I think. So anyway, you can't see much in there. I need to redo all the aluminium because I've been touching it and sort of rubbed it away well. So yeah, do that, and then I'll have to move on to painting the rest of it. So that's going to happen. That's not going to take long. Pretty much I've finished the first. There's 2 pages of instructions. So I've done all that. So that's what's left is basically stick on the wings, undercarriage, and horizontal, vertical stab, and that's it. It's done. So that's why I'm doing this, is because it's a quick build. The other one, this is a Italeri 48 scale Panavia Tornado. I had to have a rethink. So the guy I'm building it for asked me today if I could do wheels up. So I've had to, put all the doors in place and then fill them. So I've got to wait for that to dry before I respray that. I had started putting decals on. It was probably not a good idea because but anyway, it's coming along. And that's how the tail, I think, is looking good. That'll be the highlight of the model itself because the rest was just grey. But it's rather nice, isn't it? It's coming along all right.
It's looking sexy, I think.
Yeah.
That tail is-
And I've probably mentioned before that so the black and white transition there, I think, looks better than the decals provided to do it. I think it's pretty close.
yeah.
But it's all just done freehand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's working. It's working. And that's me. That's what I've done. Oh, and the 2 jugs for the tornado, as I said a moment ago, I had.
Don't do that with that.
That. You're jealous. Right. Anyway, so yeah, I rescribed this. You can't even see them, but there's 4 lines on each, so I just rescribed them, so they're good to go. What's dumb about them is they don't have holes in them, so I've got to, try to get them vertical, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, because the seam is at a 45-degree angle. If I didn't sort of shape it away, but there you go. So that's what I've done is a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
And a shake your bum, do. Right. Cool. Dark side scale models. What have you achieved?
So I finally
Other
got
than
the
headache.
wings on
Yeah. Ooh,
And-
looking good.
and the wheel hatches.
I like the shape of those wings.
Yeah.
Nice. Mm.
And then I've got the wheels together and painted.
Yep.
And then I've started painting the supports. I can't see very well because the light's crap.
Well, there you go.
I started painting the supports for the wheels to go on.
Well done. Are you enjoying doing your first model plane?
I am. I'm so
Yeah.
tempted to get more. I do have a Spitfire, an Airfix Spitfire to do.
Yeah.
But that is going to be a build both me and Sonic do together when he's down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
When he comes to eventually.
Excellent. Cool.
Yeah.
Dark side secrets hasn't been building.
No, but next time I will.
Yeah, please do. I've painted the wings. If I can get it to focus, there you go. So yeah, I painted the wings now. So they're looking pretty cool.
Are you
So
doing Are you doing a dinosaur?
a dragon?
Okay. Yeah.
So that'll go on there. No, it won't. It'll go on that one. Like that. No, come on. It does fit on there, honest. I've tried it. There you go. And that one goes on that side. Like that. Kind of like that. Yeah. I think I need to find a way. There you go. Like that. So I think that's going to look pretty cool. When he's still on his rock. It's going to be a Welsh dragon. Because Welsh dragons are on our flag. They look cool. So, yes. Just change back to the other camera. Oh. There we go. Ooh. Need to raise up a bit. There you go. There's my Welsh dragon behind me.
Nice.
Ooh. He always looks happy. I've got my Tasmanian devil.
Oh yeah.
The channel mascot.
And he's me thinking that was Sonic.
Julie says, I only remember one Jasper Carrot gag. He was speeding in his car, glanced in his mirror and read, Echolop. Oh, Echolop. Police. Tiff has put budget modeler in. Excellent. Yes. Can't forget him.
No. I'll go back down my list and remembered. Sorry, Steph.
Yeah. Yeah, me and modders are doing a build on Tuesday afternoon. Well, Tuesdays with Budget Modeler, where we're doing kit bash and scratch build, which is turned out to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Base model is 1/24th scale ICM Model T Ford. And we're making our own versions and stuff.
And that's mine.
Yeah.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Prohibition car. Nice.
London Taxi.
Graham says all biplanes should be made compulsory, 148 and larger. My grandson bought a 172 and I thought he liked me.
Yeah, they're a challenge.
Yeah.
So that little one. Well, rigging on that killed me. Too small.
Well, I've got a few 172 ones. Just built a 132 Albatross, which it was all right. But the next one I'm going to be building is going to be the SE5A because me and Steph are going to do that as a buddy build, which should be fun. And then we're doing that so that I learned how to do rigging and things, because the build after that, or the biplane build after that, will be a Wingnut Wings kit. We're both doing a Wingnut Wings kit together.
Oh.
And obviously, me, you, and Gary have got something planned for the future as well.
Yes.
On a slightly smaller scale and less expensive scale.
That'd be a nice build.
Yeah. Jim says, thanks for another great show. Be seeing you. You're most welcome. And thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure. Oh,
thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome, mate. Come on, comments.
Inflatable John.
There we go. Thank you, modders. Yes, so thank you all for joining us today. We had a great time. Managed to chew quite a bit. John's been a git as usual. He didn't even realise.
Yeah. No. I've been industrious. I've been doing stuff.
Yeah. It's been nice to have Dark Side modelling on the panel for a change instead of in the background.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us, Secrets. It's been nice to have you with us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, welcome.
And by next week, by next week, I shall build with you guys. So,
look forward to it. Don't forget, on Mondays we do the viewers panel as well.
Cool.
May do a quiz. I may write a quiz up because Waitrose Gary hasn't took part in a quiz yet, and it's a month since we've done the last one. Because I looked last night.
I like a good quiz. I like a good quiz. So I mean,
yeah, after Modman told you.
Yeah, but if Mikey does it, it's not going to be a good quiz. So.
Okay, how is Mike any different from any of my teachers in high school or my college teachers? I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
one thing
I had some of the
I will say is make sure you watch our videos.
I will.
Because they tend to appear in our quiz in the quizzes.
I got some stuff done today, so yay! Thank you.
John,
Mayfield says, "See you on Discord."
Shouldn't you be inflated by now, John?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He gets worried now whenever his wife says, "Don't worry, John. It's just a little prick."
Yeah.
Maple says, "Speak on Discord." Ivan says, "Great show, all TTFN." Julian says, "Thanks everyone in chat and stream. Great chat as always." Yeah, chat's brilliant on here. I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
Graham says, "Thanks guys. Hope to see you on another one." Yeah, we're back tomorrow, 11 till 1, and then we'll be back Monday at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Paul says, "Thanks modders, and bye all."
No.
Yeah. So, thank you all.
Lovely.
If you don't like to say your goodbyes.
Bye.
Bye.
Hooroo.
Have a beautiful time.
Bye, Rob.
Bye, everybody.